from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. We're ready for the Crosstown Classic on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Shota Imanaga.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, ready to go here, Johnny DeLuca. Steps to the plate for the White Sox. Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. The 0-1. Shota measures 5 feet 10 inches, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Right through there for a strike. That one lifted to left. Hat under this one. And there's one down.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Montgomery.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he held up. Just underway here from Wrigley. Up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Out to short. Save. Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
The designated hitter, Munetaka Murakami.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down here on opening day. Swings through it for the K. Tied him up on a fastball inside. go to the bottom of the first. On the hill for the White Sox, Ryan Wu. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout. Here's Alex Bregman.
Ball, that's out.
Right through there for a strike. And it's even up. Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Ball one.
Gets him to chase after that one. Base knock center field. And now maybe extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. The Windy City Showdown continues now. Top of the second, Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the White Sox.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Strike two.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Out to short. Win. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 8, Jonathan Aranda.
Pitch misses outside. And that is ball one.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
No score here in the second. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a swing and a miss. Now 2 away.
The second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. And that is that. Opening day at Wrigley Field. Where else would you rather be, Siggy? Cubs looking to build off their postseason run from a year ago. They knocked out the Padres before falling to the Brewers in the division series in 5.
Well, I don't have to tell you this, partner, but the Cubs ended a 5-year postseason drought by winning 92 games last season. Must be the TV announcers.
Strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game. Kyle Teal digs in now.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Late on that fastball.
Ball.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Nico Forner.
Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 2 now. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Batting 7.
So up now for Chicago, Moises Ballesteros.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss at a slider. This one in the air, center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton all set for the start of the inning. Lane Thomas steps to the plate for the White Sox. That clips the corner. And that skips in the dirt. Slice to right and foul ball. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Popped up. Horner under it. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 13, Luis Torrens.
Fouled off. He was late. And the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And a man aboard.
Up next for the White Sox.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Johnny DeLuca, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Top of the third, no score. Makes the catch for the second out.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Swings through that one for strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
You know, Brooke, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Mason Wynn. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
On the inside corner for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one missed. And delivers outside. Runner on the go. Line drive and a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so even with the runner on the move, he holds it second.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate.
Now this is through for a base hit. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. On the board first, it's 1-0. Dangerous hitter at the plate, and Alex Bregman went down on strikes his first time through. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. foul ball. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Runners at the corners, nobody out here on opening day. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Now he steps off. Two on, 1 out.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Fouls one off. 2-2. To the right side. Base hit and a run comes in.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. Not even close there, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. In the dirt. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the last half of the 3rd. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Off balance feed. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. The Windy City Showdown continues now. Start of the 4th, Bobby Witt Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox. Sliced hard but foul. On the ground to the left. In time to Bush. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter, Munetaka Murakami.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back. And caught on the warning track. Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
Andy
Pajes goes 6'1", 25 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 4th, now the Cubs catcher, Kyle Teel.
The catcher, number 8, Kyle Teel.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And that one hammered. Carrying well. Out of here. He hammers one out to right. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. He was late there. Strike 1.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Moises Ballesteros now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And he grounds one to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play.
The shortstop, Mason wins.
That one misses. Ball 1. And there's a foul ball. Two down, bases empty, but one run across here on opening day. That one misses, and that's ball 3. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
So up next, Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Ground ball right side. They get the force, and that's the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Jonathan Aranda. Here's a nugget. When Imanaga was announced at his introductory press conference, he charmed the local fans and media by memorizing the words to "Go Cubs Go." I asked Imanaga if there was one other song that he could learn in English, what would it be? And he said, "A Whole New World," the theme to Aladdin. Bush. Here's the tag, and he's out.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Chase Mydra.
Foul ball. The White Sox trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground, out to short. In the hole, jump throw. Here's Lane Thomas now. He's 0 for 1.
Number 15, Lane Thomas.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on. And 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Win. Sends it to first. And Thomas is out. That is the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Bush. That's to third. To first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman number 3, Alex Bregman.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Outside.
Nope, outside.
Now 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. 2 down, bases empty. Ian Happ up to hit.
Inside, ball 1.
Ouch, that one drilled him. The throw is still in time, and they do get the 3rd out of the inning. The Windy City Showdown continues now. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Luis Torrens.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That one fouled off. Oh, 2 now. Got him looking. 1 away.
Up next in Chicago, the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
And a foul ball. The Cubbies leading by 3 here on opening day. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. I saw the break early coming from the other side.
Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throw to second. He's safe. Man at second. Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Fights it off. You'll see another. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 2.
Bobby Witt Jr.
In the air, left field. Should be extra bases. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they cut the lead to 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
And he's out on the tag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Bottom of the 6th. So now it's Cubs hitter in the 4 hole, Seiya Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Ball, that's inside.
This one in the air center field. DeLuca should have this one. And makes the grab. And there's one away.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher, number 8, Kyle Steele.
Late swing, foul to the left. And the 0-1. Fouled off left side. And the 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Strikeout number 8.
Number 2.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Nico Horner, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Out to short. Witt over to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back here at the friendly confines, we go to the top of the 7th. Andy Pajes steps to the plate. White Sox. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Kyle Finnegan.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Late on that fastball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The next pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the White Sox, the first baseman, number 8, Jonathan Aranda.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Chase Maidroff will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
White Sox making a move for pinch hitter Jack Caglione.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And that's outside. And it's a ball to strike. Finnegan, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2013.
Ball 2.
The White Sox with the tying run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Moises Ballesteros.
Now pitching for
Grant Taylor on to pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a swing and a miss. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
The shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Hey!
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Out to short. Witt. They take the force out as they pass up the chance at the double play. 1 out, man at first. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Cub to hit. Swings through that one. In the dirt. There goes the runner. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Caught, and the runner's dangerously far from first. And he's out. Couldn't get back in time there. Here at Wrigley Field, so up now for Chicago, Luis Torrens. White Sox making a move for pinch hitter Brooks Lee. That one ran inside, almost got him. One now. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. The 1-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one missing inside. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Making a move at first, and on the pinch run for the White Sox, Justin Crawford getting some more speed on the bases. Brian Baker takes over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now here is Johnny DeLuca.
That's outside.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. The tying run at the plate. Right through there for a strike. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Late on that fastball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Tying run at the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Here's a 1-2. Breaking ball misses up and in. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first, and they got him.
The batter, number 7, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
Now a pop-up on the infield. He's got it, and that's the third out. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch.
Ball, that's out.
And a big swing and a miss. Swings through that. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman number 3, Alex Bregman.
Out towards right center field. Reaching down and makes the grab. So digging in, Ian Happ.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Nope, that's inside.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
That's in. Ball 2.
Comes a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here at Wrigley Field, so now it's the White Sox DH. Munetaka Morikawa. Ryan King into the game.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Ball, that's down.
Inside.
Nope, inside.
2
Ball
balls, no strikes.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
In the air to left center. 1 down.
Up next for the White Sox, the left fielder, number 44, Andy Cajo.
And first offering is fouled off. King fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. There's a swing and a drive. And just foul.
And although you like the fact that the guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
Corner over to first. White Sox down to their final out. 2 down, base is empty. Jonathan Aranda steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
You know, it's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes. It's having quality misses as well.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Jay.
Robert Suarez gets the call from the pen.
Robert Suarez.
And that one pulled foul. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Rafael Marchand steps to the plate for the White Sox, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. And that one fouled off. They're down to their final strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two on, 2 outs. That one
Yep,
outside.
that ball went out.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hammered on the line. Base hit. In comes the runner from third, and they cut the lead to 2. Coming home. He will score, and the White Sox tie it up.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Time is called here in a big spot. Maybe just reminding himself to breathe. Man on second, 2 down. And fouled off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
1-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position here at the top of the 9th. Out to short. Win. In plenty of time to first. And that is that. Bottom of the 9th inning, and this one is tied, coming right down to the wire. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Pitching change here. Tobias Myers. Check swing. He went. That's strike 1. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
On the ground to short. Witt throws to first in time. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
The catcher, number 8, Kyle Steele.
And that's in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Right side, hard hit. Aranda takes it to the bag, got him. So here's Horner now, known for his late inning heroics.
Horner.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Comes up empty.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. Slider misses outside. And that's in the dirt. Full count now. This one in the air, center field. DeLuca drifts towards it. Brings it in for the third out. Back here at the friendly confines. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Johnny DeLuca.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. Tap foul at the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
The 1-2. Way high. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. In comes the run from second. And they've got the lead in extra innings.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Now they've got some speed on first.
Jared Koenig on the pitch out of the pen here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Runner on the move. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Koenig, in his third season, he features a sinker, a cutter, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. Right through there for a strike. Runner goes again. In the dirt, blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base.
Heads up base running right there.
2-2 now. On the ground right side. In time to Bush. One away in the top half of the 10th. And now a huge at bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. This to third. Whips it to first. And there are two down.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter, Munetaka Murakami.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. 2 outs and a runner at third here in extra innings. On the ground, corner. They limit the damage here. On to the bottom of the 10th. And here's the DH for the Cubs. Moises. Esteros. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Brooks Raley.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Mason Wynn, the next Cub to hit. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. And that one missing low. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
And you got to wonder with first base open, one out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And he walked it. And now the winning run is on base. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Montgomery. The throw to second, to first, no time, and a run scores. Michael Bush digs in now.
The first baseman, Michael Bush.
The Cubs with the winning run on at first. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Swings through that one. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Here at Wrigley Field. So up now for Chicago, Andy Pop. Yes. Just off the inside edge. Down the line, and it's foul. Tied at 4. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Heading for the plate. He'll score easily, and they've got the lead in extra innings.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Ball one there. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass in the ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. One on, nobody out, a run in. We are in the 11th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff. So they turn to their closer, Troy Melton.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Up the middle, throws to first in time.
Up next for Chicago, the catcher, number 13, Rafael Marcon.
And a swing and a miss there.
Boog, that's cheddar, baby.
That one drifts inside. Center field. Lee settles under this one. And that'll do it. We're in extras here. So up now for Chicago, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
New pitcher for the White Sox, Jordan Leisure.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out. On this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up to middle or to right field.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
That's inside. Ball one. And Ian swings through.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Look out!
Right out.
And it hit him.
Right there.
Up next for the Cubs.
High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Cubbies with only one out left.
The catcher, number 8, Kyle Keel.
The White Sox going with a new arm, Jose A. Ferrer. Swing and a bouncer. Mydroff flips it, and that is the ball game.
Well, Boog, I can think of prettier ways to get your first win on the mound in the majors. He'll have some work to do after the blown save, but a win is a win. Congrats to him on this career milestone.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Live alive, pull up on, hop in, ride out, like this, crank the weather, pit stop, hop out, hit the block, say what's up, put some in the wind, to the grill, rest up, wake up, do it again. At school on the right, I used to go there. Everybody, mama and cuz used to go there. Can't forget sister and brother now. Oh yeah, if anybody dissed the door, we like, whoa there. Right there used to be the project house. Then they got flipped with the rent on thousands. Move the folks out there 45, so you might as well say they pay rent on islands. Over there used to be the West Side Club. Every night packed with the West Side Cubs, West Side players and the West Side thugs, showing West Side. You